Today on Drawbli, Abby is drawing
runners.
Click that subscribe button if you are new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
These are some very yellowish green runners running through this forest.
They are yellowish green. Any color sampling from them does often result in a greenish tone.
The God rays up top shining down and from the top left of this image almost feel fake.
Yeah, they could be for all we know.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is a cool image. Where did you find this reference?
Pinterest, but I don't remember what I searched or if I searched anything in particular. I think I just saw it.
There.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me about this background. This is awesome.
So with this, I was remembering something we learned at one point from some artists that recommended just splashing on a lot of different colors and textures.
I believe that was Florian from a quick tutorial we watched from them, maybe?
Yeah, no, that sounds correct. So I did that, and looking at the complexity.
Shout out to Florian.
Yeah, shout out to Florian. And looking at the complexity of this image, let's talk about, the elephant in the room.
Let's talk about it.
This is more than I can chew.
Oh no.
Significantly more. But I knew this going in, and part of this, actually, this was intentional.
Oh.
The purpose of that being to say, well, this is a big piece, and if I'm going to finish it in any reasonable length of time for us, I cannot afford to nitpick over nitty-gritty little details.
Gasp.
I have to do something I like well enough the first time, and keep moving.
And stick with it.
And if I don't love something that I've done, well, you know what? That's okay.
Oh,
Nothing has
really?
to be perfect. This
What?
is about practicing.
For
it's about
you?
quantity. Yeah, for me. I feel like always for me. And I also got a chance to practice color picking from what we've learned in the Ahmed Al-Duri course of like having a base tone and then going halfway to black and adding a little bit of coolness to your hue for your darkest color, and then going 25% of the way to black from your base tone and adding a little bit of warmth to that color for a second color. And I was really pretty pleased with the effects of that. Now my base colors vary wildly because I picked them all from those body parts. So they're not very cohesive on the body, but if you look at the reference image, they're not like super universal across the person's body either.
Yeah, there's a lot of bounced light from the leaves and all the other stuff in the forest there.
Yeah, so I just took whatever color I saw from wherever I saw it and said, that's good enough. The arms, I really struggled with on both of them. They're just so pixelated and muddy that it's hard to know exactly how to make them look a better way than they are. So I just went for...
And very low res and hard to see,
Yeah, so I just went for, good enough. And then the faces, I didn't really use much in the way of the picture as reference. I just kind of made up eyes and nose and mouth in the end. I was gonna try to copy those faces, but in the end I was just like, they're a bunch of
There's
pixels.
a lot going on there,
Yeah, so I made up my own faces, for better or for worse.
I would bet that the average person that does not do art does not know that objects in the environment reflect their object's color onto like other surfaces. They might subconsciously know it, but like if you hold a red piece of paper up to your skin, your skin's gonna be more red like next to that.
This
just
is why
it's gonna
you
bounce
hear
that color.
People, like a lot of people with green eyes or blue eyes will say, oh yeah, my eyes look a little bit differently colored depending on what I'm wearing, depending on
your
the
environment
lighting.
is super reflected in your eyes a lot of the time.
Which is a really fun part of having blue eyes or green eyes.
Abby, what color eyes do you have?
Sometimes they're gray when I'm feeling
stormy,
and they're blue the rest of the time.
Mine are ugly.
No, yours are not. What? Oh, you're fishing for compliments. You're goofy.
Ben has green eyes.
Ben has nice green eyes. They look good in green. Maybe we'll have you wear a green suit.
I'm gonna dye my hair green.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Wow, tell me about this hair.
Well, I just went for an approximate model of the hair. I would like to be a lot better at hair than I am. I've noticed that
Wouldn't we all?
that is a huge shortcoming of mine. I am pretty bad at rendering hair. Not for lack of well, yes, probably for lack of practicing, but not for lack Well, also, yes, for lack of watching tutorials, because I try to watch a reasonable amount
So
of
lack
hair
for a
content.
lot of things, it sounds
Lack
like.
for a lot of things. I
Ah.
have no excuse other than that I need to do it more and learn more about it.
These are great faces, by the way, for a quick face.
Oh, thank
You're doing
you.
really good.
Thank you. Yeah, the faces, I was like, those are fine. Those are
Those are faces.
placeholder faces. Those will work for me. But the hairs
Hairs is hard.
is hard.
I don't know if you knew this, but hairs is hard, guys.
Yeah. This guy's torso was exhausting to work on. At one point, I let you play on it because we had swapped iPads for a bit, and you did a bunch of like markery kind of things to it, and I was like, "That's fine. I'm keeping it. I don't want to work on his torso." Too many
nipply muscles,
Not
huh?
nipply muscles, ripply muscles. Too many.
Too many muscles. Yeah. If you look at his chest and you don't know a lot about anatomy, there's just like a mishmash of shapes going on there. He has very asymmetrical abdominal muscles, but he's also raising one arm up really high, which is causing some asymmetry in the stretching there. There's a lot going on, but yeah. This is a crazy image. Why did you like? What in general was there like?
Well, again, I really liked the idea of it forcing me to keep moving.
Was that like the main driving force for this project?
That was actually the primary thought I went in with.
Okay,
Was
cool.
keep moving. There's lots going on.
Do you feel like that's something that you struggle with?
It's just not necessarily something I struggle with, but something that at that moment I felt there was value to that. The idea of like trying to move along, create a piece, and not spend so long working on something that I'm not gaining any value from working on that anymore. Kind of like how in our early stuff, it was better for us to
Diminishing
just spend.
returns, yeah.
I was trying to avoid diminishing returns, exactly. So very basic work. Plus, then this meant I got to do a bunch of my favorite things, which was work on environment a little bit, work on gestural study, work on faces. I love to sketch people, but I also got to do lots with color. So I got to do a little bit of a lot of really awesome things.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing I didn't really send it home on was hands.
Oh,
The hands were sad, but that's okay.
That is okay.
They were like 50 pixels each. What was I going to do?
50 pixels, if that. Oh, you could have done some pixel art.
Just the hands.
On everything, the
Oh
whole
my
scene.
gosh. No, thank you.
Pixel art is a whole different animal. I love pixel art.
It's
I'm a
beautiful
big
to
fan
look
of the
at.
retro style. A lot of cool stuff with that.
No, I think that might be fun. Like little breakaway, like spend one day learning about pixel art and doing that for a bit, just as a kind of fun sidestep.
Yeah, that would be a super fun project. We should definitely do that in the future.
Oh yeah, I'd like that.
So, did you feel like the recent homework assignments that we've been doing from our course helped you with this project?
Absolutely. Well, like I said before, here I was trying to use the color picking advice from Ahmed Al-Duri of you can have your base color, and then for your deepest color, you can go halfway to black and add some coolness to the tone. And then for your another second base color, not base color, but second dark color, you go 25% of the way to black and add some warmth to the tone, like I said in the beginning of this video. And this was a great chance on these skins to practice that.
Yeah, it's actually very similar to a technique that people do to keep their skin from looking dead. You know,
Yeah.
that's like a thing that a lot of new artists struggle with, that we struggle with.
Absolutely. I've
Your
struggled
skin
with
looks like pale or like
it. Muddy.
yeah, muddy. That's a good.
Muddy and lifeless. Like somebody made this person out of actual mud and there's no blood in them.
Here's this mud man that
Was
I've
this like
painted.
the older times where they set up corpses for portraits?
Oh, what? Oh, God.
Yeah, that was not an uncommon thing to set up a corpse in a pose as if they were alive and then do photos with them for memory's sake.
Oh, I did not know about this. You should tell me more about this.
It's a Victorian tradition.
So, like family members or?
Yeah, people in some old Victorian photographs, some of the people in them are dead and some of the people are living, but they are all looking at the camera.
Oh, no. That's a little scary.
It is kind of scary.
Well, there is your beautiful finished artwork. I love all the texture in this. I love that you did not just one, but two characters in this scene. Really good job. This is awesome.
Thank you.
I love all the colors on this tree close by, all the reds and blues and greens.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Given much more time, it could of course be much more finished, but that's not the goal here. That's not the goal, and I think I hit my goal. It's not a perfect portrait, but I hit my goal to work on all these different things and work with colors. So yeah, thank you. I enjoyed this.
And if you want to see us hit our goals more in the future, click that subscribe button.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba.
Is it time to go get Starbucks and go to Target now? Ooh.
Starbucks was not on our list.
If you say Target, I hear Starbucks. Target, Starbucks, Target, Starbucks.